So I wanted to look at the market in totality, and I discovered something very interesting. This is going to surprise a lot of people. And what we're actually seeing is altcoin conviction on the rise. Now, we're obviously seeing red throughout the crypto market today, at least at the time of filming this video. US markets are just waking up. Overseas stock markets, just absolutely brutal days. But this gives me a lot of excitement for what is about to come next. And I'm going to talk about a lot of different stuff in this video, so I hope you guys bear with me. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So first of all, when we're looking at Bitcoin, yes, it definitely sucks in terms of price today. We're at 76,680 at the time of filming this video. What we've actually seen is, again, a lot of fear, a lot of panic, a lot of driving prices down. And when we're looking at BTC dominance right now, we have actually broken trend to the upside. That's not really surprising. You know, there's a lot of people flocking to stables right now. And in fact, stablecoin dominance, USDT dominance, hit some of the highest levels we've actually seen since back in September of 2024. So right now, people are not necessarily heading for the hills, but they're heading for stables, and they're trying to essentially wait things out, see if we get to lower prices. And what is actually kind of interesting about this is BTC dominance has not yet breached that February 3rd high. And if we in fact set a lower high here, that's a very good sign for altcoins in general. But what I will say here as well is people don't realize the type of conviction that altcoins are having currently. I don't think I've seen anybody else look at this chart, but this is actually the total 3, total 1 chart. And what we're actually seeing is rising altcoin conviction. So back in, let's just reference November of 2024. What we actually saw was altcoin conviction or total 3 dominance at 0.26%. So that's pretty low levels in the overall crypto market. Just for a little bit of context, when we look at like your 2021 highs, I mean, we got up to levels of about 0.42%. I'm sorry, 0.42. So 42% of the crypto market contained altcoins outside of BTC and Ethereum. So right now we're at about 29% of the overall crypto market. And what we've been seeing is, you know, since November, even since February 3rd, this has been rising. So what that is showing me is that whether it's retail or whales, people have been buying and holding. Yes, there have been some times where we've been up around 33% of the overall crypto market, but you're seeing these floors on the rise. So people are having more and more confidence moving forward. Even today on our big drop, look at what the dominance in terms of altcoins overall is. It's dropped barely anything. I wish there was a little bit better of a scale on the right here, but you guys get the point. So we're seeing just kind of a massive correlation across the crypto market, but we're seeing people head to stables more than freak out and dump their altcoins. That's great. Now, from an overall perspective, we are seeing some very good things. Again, inflation is at some incredibly low levels. You know, for people that haven't looked at this trueflation data, you definitely should. We're at 1.46%, a little spike over the last 24 hours or so. The month of March has kind of been, after a huge drop, it's been a little bit of a spike. Me personally, in my industry, one of my many things that I do sell new and used vehicles, and I have seen a lot of people panic racing to buy vehicles. And that has been causing a little bit of a demand increase. And we're probably seeing that because of obviously the tariff news, right? People are freaking out and trying to accumulate as many things as they can in preparation of things getting really bad, which it doesn't have to be. Okay. Now, what we're also seeing as well, and this is pretty cool if this does play out, Donald Trump has actually said that capital gains tax is on track to be eliminated in 2025, which would obviously be huge for U.S. holders of crypto. We know that crypto gains are capital gains taxes, so would love a big 0% at the end of the year for that. But the question is what gains, at least as of right now, right? What we're also seeing too is China is reacting to tariffs. They are actually front loading stimulus to counter these tariffs. So we're again going to see the money printer go brrr. Hopefully I did that right. And what we were seeing too is actually something that we referenced to probably a few weeks back. Adam Shelton actually posted a very similar pattern now to what we saw back at the end of 2020. And, you know, we've talked about this several times. And in fact, just to give you guys kind of a little bit of context of what this looks like, yeah, it's almost identical. I mean, there's a lot of things that are very similar to 2017. There are a lot of things that are very similar to the back half of 2020. And what we need to get through right now is just all the noise, all the crap. We've talked about, obviously, all the countries that are now coming to the table, trying to start negotiations with Donald Trump to secure these trade deals. And right now, there are projections from, the administration that within the next 90 days, a lot of these trade deals are going to be put in place. There are going to be a lot of drop-offs in terms of tariffs, meaning that the US is going to be in a great spot to make steps forward, but also the world is going to be in a great spot to do the same thing. All right. Now, this isn't, financial advice or a guarantee or anything like that. But once the panic stops, when people stop freaking out, everything is going to be fine. What this is really just given us across the space, whether you guys follow me here for ADA or SHIB or XRP or whatever it may be, just understand that these are generational opportunities to accumulate. Could prices go lower? Sure, they absolutely could. If this continues, maybe we see some further dips. But me personally, I'm not trying to catch the bottom. What people need to remember is only one person buys the bottom, only one person sells the top. And I'm not trying to be either one of those. I'm just trying to be relatively close. I'm trying to just make sure that I am prepared for when things do start to take off. If we start to follow some of those historic trends, we may be on the verge of making some major moves. Again, in the not so distant future. I've seen a lot of people actually reference the back half of April. I know in some other videos I've referenced this as well. This is actually structure wise what things kind of point towards, but we just got to be patient. We have to wait it out. Things are in fact improving, but understand that there's just a little bit of shit that comes with it as well. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.